We were just entering into Alabama when we got in a car accident. I won't go into details, but basically the accident took place, and in the process, I broke my arm. Doctors made it sound like that if the bone was any closer to breaking out of the skin, there was a possibility that I may have lost the arm. Thank God I didn't. It's still here. But the whole process was really intense. Eventually, we get to the hospital. And this was when things started to get really interesting. So I am filled with pain and regret and drugs. But I'm in there, and they're like, all right, we have to get these clothes off of him so we can prep him for surgery. And so all I could feel was these scissors cutting open my shirt. Clothes are being ripped off, not just my shirt, but my pants, and even other things were being ripped off. My shoes were thrown away. It was just this awful feeling, but so amazing and liberating at the same time. After going through the x-rays and me trying to calm myself down by singing some sort of classical music, I don't remember. And they're like, all right, so you're about to go into surgery and you need, well, there's no other way to put this, but you need to go to the bathroom. Your bladder is very full. We need you to relieve yourself. And I'm just like, all right, I'm on this own little drug journey that I have from all this pain meds, and I'm not sure I can do any of this on my own, but I'll see what I can do, Mr. Nurse. They hand me this urinal, and I'm like, that's a weird looking thing. I haven't moved myself in the past hours. Like, I don't know how many hours. But it's almost like my muscles completely have atrophied and have decided to not be useful at all to me. And they're like, all right, if you can't do this, we're gonna have to go some alternate routes. As a reminder, I'm filled with all these painkillers that I don't remember much of what I was thinking in the process, but I do remember what I did. Well, I started to relieve myself, and it was a great feeling. Very good. No alternate ways of making me go to the bathroom. Then I felt very warm and very wet. That was not necessarily the feeling that I wanted, and that was not what the nurses wanted, as they all started to freak out and go, oh gosh, he's wetting himself, he's wetting the bed, and we need to change everything, he needs to be in surgery. Okay, I'm like, I clearly screwed something up, I'm very sorry. Well, what is this alternate route? What is this thing that you're gonna help me do to pee? They're like, son, if you can't pee into this urinal, we're gonna need to give you a catheter. Once I heard those words, we're going to need to give you a catheter, I knew exactly what they meant, and I was very terrified. This may have been the most traumatic part of this entire experience. For those of you who don't know what a catheter is, it's a very long tube that they insert into the part of the human body that releases urine. Well, I'm gonna take a drink, because this is when things get weird. Okay, I'll just get straight to it. They remove the sheets. I'm very exposed to the world. All they say is, we have the catheter here and we're going to insert it. I'm like, all right, just get it over with. They're like, all right. So on the count of 3, we're gonna put it in. And I'm like, all right, just get it over with, please. Just do what you have to do. They're like, all right. So 3, 2, 1. Things are not supposed to go in that direction. It's not pleasant at all. And there's like a certain pain level in your life that, like, you can break your arm. You can stub your toe. You can step on Lego bricks. Those hurt a lot. But you've never really experienced pain until you've either given birth or somebody shoved a catheter up your Anyway, I start to relieve myself. I think. because I start peeing a little, and it hurts a lot because this tube wasn't just like inserted slightly into me, because to access the urine, they must go all the way through and right next to the bladder. It's like sandpaper inside of you. You fall asleep from all of the pain and all, you're just so tired from the day. So I wake up later on, it's still there, I'm still in pain, but I've realized that my bladder's gone down a whole lot and I'm very happy. A nurse comes by and they're like, hey, I'm gonna empty this urinal because it looks like you've peed a lot. Good for you, sir. And they take out this urinal and I went, did I do that? Did I fill that up? I was unaware of the fact that I was urinating at all. Well, I was done, and they emptied it, and they poured it out who only God knows where, and then they hooked me back up to it. Well, they're like, all right, you're gonna have to go into surgery now. And I'm like, all right, surgery, here we go. I can be unconscious for the rest of the day. This will be great. And I was, still with the catheter, praying to God that they will remove the catheter while I'm unconscious. No, apparently that's not how it works. Well, get out of surgery, I'm laying there, big old surgical cast on my arm. They're like, all right, you've done enough, urinating with the catheter. Do you think that you can go on your own? And I'm like, you know what? I don't know. At this point in my life, I've lived this long with a catheter. I might be able to go for the rest of my life with it. But let's see, who knows? Maybe I'll be lucky and I'll be able to come back from this experience. Well, they're like, all right, we're gonna take out the catheter and it's gonna hurt. I'm like, yeah, no, it's gonna hurt a lot. I've been in a lot of pain, bring it on. So like, all right, so here we go. And they grab onto the catheter, and again, they're like, on the count of 3, we're gonna take it out. So they go, and get this, this is what they do. They go 1, 2, 3. It hurts when you're lied to, normally. And then they said these next few words. Try to go to the bathroom, and if you can't, we're gonna have to put it back into you. I sat there as if they were threatening me. I was so shocked. I was like, you just put me through this torturous existence. It was the greatest motivation I think I've ever had in my life, because then within the next 15 minutes, I had to will myself to urinate. And it's funny, because this was a different level. Almost like there was some sort of like soul searching that I had to do. Sitting there, I grabbed that urinal, I angled my body in such a way that I was able to do it, just going, pee, gosh dang it, pee. And then I did. And it was an amazing experience. And I was very happy, very proud. I didn't realize how proud I was going to be of myself, of peeing in a tube, in a urinal. Heck yeah, look at me, I did it. It's almost as if my mind, body, and soul reverted back to when you're a child, an infant, learning to go to the bathroom on your own. And you're just like, I did it, Mom and Dad. Look at me going to the bathroom by myself. I made a duty. I made a weepy. Good for me. I did it. I'm 20 years old.